And I go, hey, chill out. And you start yelling like past me because I get in front of you and you yelling past me, Adam. I still don't know what you're saying, but you are not chilling.
I don't remember.
So I was like, I got to get my point across, and I'm afraid for my little brother at this point. I'm afraid. So
I don't remember.
I grabbed you by your collar like this, and I shoved you.
What's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of On the House. And I'm here with Mr. House.
Let's go.
Fresh off of a pop out. So we got a fire episode for y'all. We're going to talk about a crazy trip that we just had literally as of 2 days ago as we were recording this.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
Full transparency. We are recording this and this episode goes up tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I got it. Quick turn.
Yeah, any type of mistakes, bro, just let me slide, bro. Chill. Don't come at me.
Yeah, no, this is less than a 12-hour turnaround.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, any type of mistakes. Hey, next one will be better, I promise.
Stupid.
Hey, I got to throw the disclaimer out there. This was such an epic weekend. We did not want to miss giving this to y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. John,
let's go.
What's something from this weekend that you're super grateful for?
Oh, the weekend. What's something from the weekend? Damn. You have something?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. That'll give me a sec.
I wanted to go second because mine is like really sappy and it's going to make you cry.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Let me go then. Yeah. I am... Let's see. Yeah, I'm grateful for... Even though as weird as it was... but all the different food places you took me to. And the only reason I say weird is because this dude will, when he takes you somewhere that he really, really likes, and he's excited to share it with you, he gets hyped up, he tells you the lowdown, which is all super helpful. Because a lot of some places are like, you don't know the scoop unless you've been there or whatever. So that was all helpful. The thing that's weird is this dude loves to watch you take your first bite. So he will. Oh. Yeah. Every time I take a bite and look up, I'm looking at that face.
What you think? Like,
it's like, this shit poison? I'm about to die. Oh man, but yeah, that, because the last time I was out there, it was a whirlwind of shit. Like, there was no time to breathe or do anything. So there's a lot we didn't get to do. So this time it was definitely more chill. And then I just really got to experience like what life is like for you out there. You know what I mean?
Good and bad.
Unfortunately, good and bad. Yeah. But it was cool just going to, like, we went to all your favorite wing spot, favorite pizza spot. And then just Jamaican, like some new spots. Oh yeah, the Jamaican food spot. Oxtails. Those were so good. But
so crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. It was cool to just go out there and you be like, yo, this is my favorite spot. And just going, and then yeah, shit's fire. I can't wait to use that wing sauce. Honestly, it survived. So
I literally pulled up. We were in the car. Actually, I didn't pull up yet. We were in the car driving. I was like, all right, listen. So here's what
we were like halfway there.
We still had another like 20 minutes on the ride. I'm like, all right, listen. Here's the game plan for when you go in this spot. Okay, this is very important and crucial that you do this. This is a Connecticut thing. If you ever been to J. Timothy's in Connecticut, you know there's a way you have to order to get the wings you want and get them to come out how you want them to come out. And they did not disappoint. I was like,
They didn't. I was mad because that blue cheese is good, but I couldn't justify using it.
They only do like 3 or 4 sauces, but man, do they kill those 3 or 4 sauces. It's like, yeah. This dude was like, I recommended him something other than buffalo. So he was like, if you recommended me something other than buffalo, I got to get it.
Because every time I've heard you order wings over the phone or been with you when you ordered, it don't matter if they got 2 sauces or 72. This man is getting buffalo medium every time.
I love
so he was flavor. Like, you were like, yeah, I might do sweet chili sometimes. It was like, what?
Yeah. The sweet chili was crazy.
Those were wild. So yeah, appreciate you sharing that with me. Because that was dope.
Appreciate you going along for the ride. A lot of people, I told him this, a lot of people will be like, I don't really want wings, or I don't really want pizza. And I say that because I'm probably one of those people, but like, just, being willing to go along for the ride is dope. So I appreciate that.
Hey, yeah, with it.
All right, so for mine, for me, like I said, this is going to be extremely sappy and sad, but also really good. For me, if you know me, I work very hard. I work a lot. There's not much room for play in my life. So this was a weekend where I got to really cut loose, be myself, have a good time. I posted a picture on my Instagram of me with a bottle to my mouth. I never post anything like that. I don't do stuff like that, but I'm really celebrating all the things that I've been through, everything that I am going through currently, all the things I have going on, to be able to let loose and just enjoy myself and enjoy my friends and my family's company was really meaningful for me. I haven't celebrated a birthday legitly in like 5 years. So to be able to do that, and for John to, really just, because I ain't gonna hold you, I don't got bread like that. I didn't fly this man out. For him to be like, yo, I'm flying out there and we're gonna really do this thing the way we did it, and the people who showed up for me, like, yo, y'all are all special, bro, because that meant a lot. That really did mean a lot, because first of all, that's 3,000 miles. This dude flew 3,000 miles to celebrate. That's huge. But beyond that, even people who took time away from their busy schedules to celebrate you and be there for you, it means a lot, especially when, they're telling you like, yo, it's okay to let loose. It's okay. You work very hard. You're a single dad. You're grinding in school and working on all this stuff, and you're killing it. You're surviving. So like, yeah, I don't know. Just I not only did the people around me allow me to cut loose and have a good time, but I allowed myself room to cut loose and have a good time. And I think that was also very important for the weekend.
It was. You finally gave yourself some grace to just actually come out of your shell, as wild as that is to say, but to do that. Because, you were different than any other time, but in a good way. Just starting to...
Oh, you'll hear the stories.
Just starting to more and more be comfortable being your true self in all aspects. You know what I mean? So...
Oh, yeah. Cheers to that, because that's a lot of help from this guy here. Appreciate that, sir.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Damn,
that's what
man.
gratitude for. Sometimes you're going to be on the brink of tears. Other times you're going to be, laughing, or sometimes you might be angry talking about some of the things that you're grateful for. How, actually, no, you can't be angry and grateful at the same time. It's not possible.
I was trying to think of a scenario, and I don't think I got one. So
you can't be angry and grateful at the same time. It's not possible. But no, it was an awesome weekend and it was a lot of fun. So again, thank you to all the people who showed up and showed out, including my man John here. And I can't wait till y'all hear these stories. But before we get into those stories, John, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
So I actually wanted to drink today, which is kind of surprised me because of how much alcohol I had over the past few days. But like when I got home, me and wifey went to dinner and I had a drink, and I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, I'm drinking this Lindemann's raspberry beer. It's almost like a cider. I think that's why I like it. because it's kind of sweet, a little tart, so it's kind of cider-ish. So it's this thing. Dang, that much is gone already. It's all good. But that's what I'm drinking today.
Hey, listen, don't look over here. Your boy got Coca-Cola straight out of Coca-Cola glass.
He got the name glass too. Cheers, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all right, we're going to go commercial and then we'll get into these stories from the weekend. We'll see you in a sec.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody? We are back with the main segment of our podcast, and today is going to be a litany of just stories. So if you're not here for fun stories, then I suggest you click off now and find another podcast to watch for this week, because we're not giving any type of suggestions this week. We are going to talk about what we did and how that came out in this lit weekend of my 28th celebration.
And how both of us acted out of character in one way or another. Yes. Yeah. So we'll start off before things get crazy, and we'll start when John landed on Thursday. John got here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. I love telling stories like this. I don't know why. I'm a narrator, bro. I should just be a narrator. You should. You absolutely should. Yeah.
Let's do it. But yeah, on a beautiful Thursday afternoon, John's plane landed. And he got in, actually, no, not afternoon, a morning. He got in the morning. Very smooth ride. Just kidding. I sat in 2 hours of traffic getting there, and then we sat in another 2 hours of traffic going back.
Oh my God, it's terrible. It's so bad.
It was 40 minutes to go 10 miles, bro.
That was insane.
JFK. I'm going to need y'all to get it together. New York, Mayor Adams, listen, hear me out, dog. You got to do something about that highway over there, dog.
It's crazy.
Do something.
It is crazy to see a highway, 2 lanes going into a major city like that. Is crazy to me.
Into an international airport.
Yeah. It's insane.
But yeah, I'm going to need you to handle that when you get a minute, my guy. I know you got a lot of things going on. It's a big city. The Knicks are about to win the championship.
But just move this up to the top of the list.
Yeah. I mean, right behind the Knicks championship. I get it. Anyway. Yeah, so he came in, whatever, we got back. I forgot what you did. I think you went to sleep. I went out to work. I was going to nap, but I couldn't sleep.
Hold up. We got to start a sassafras. We got to start a sassafras.
I forgot about the breakfast. So I was like, oh, we sat in this traffic. I was like, bro, you hungry? He's like, yeah, I could eat. So we went to breakfast. We get in there, and there is just a lot of elderly white people in the building. And we opened the door, and their eyes went, whew.
Record scratch. Like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Starting off right. Starting off the trip right.
So we sit down, and homeboy hands us the menu and was like, do you know what you want? Like, we just sat down. How are we going to know what we want?
Yeah. So
he was like, can I start you off with juices? I was like, yeah, I'll take apple juice. I forgot what you ordered. I think you got coffee or something. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll take an apple juice. Apple juice is wild, but I went with it. So he's like, okay, cool. If you decided
he put pressure on you, you eat crap.
You did, right? I felt pressured. I was like, apple juice. Dang.
Because he was rushing us. That's why you felt rushed.
So then he walked away, and John was laughing at me for picking apple juice. And I was like, dang, I did kind of want orange juice. I did kind of want orange juice, low key. But it is what it is. Yeah. So then he walked away. No more than 3 to 4 minutes later, he came back.
Way less than that.
Have you decided what you wanted to eat?
It was easily a minute. He was back.
So I looked at John. I was like, do you know what you want? Because I already kind of know what I want. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. So I ordered first because he was still figuring it out. I could tell by how he said it was fine.
Yeah. So I was about to have him come back a third time to get our order.
I got a little French toast and bacon. And then John ordered.
I got a turkey club sandwich, I think. Because I was like, I'm not feeling breakfast. I haven't really been eating. I've been eating breakfast, but I don't eat breakfast foods. I don't eat eggs or anything like that.
At all.
Yeah. So I was like, let me order off the lunch menu, get a turkey club. Cool. Love a good club sandwich. What's up? And some sweet potato fries.
Yeah, no. Homeboy was like, okay, cool. Grab the menus. No more than 5 minutes later, our food was back on the table.
Easily less than 5 minutes.
I looked at the bacon. I was like, yo, I'll take 5 minutes to get crispy bacon like this.
Yeah.
Bacon
and a full-ass club sandwich that he assembled. And French toast. And sweet potato fries. Like, what? What is he doing back there? They got the flash back there? What's happening?
They got a microwave. That gotta be microwavable. Gotta be microwavable, bro. It's gotta be. So I was like, okay, thank you. We were so confused. We were like, okay. Yep. So literally, I ate one piece of French toast and a piece of bacon. As I'm biting into my second piece of French toast, homeboy walks over and was like, would you like a box for that? And is it on one check?
Yep. He was like, yo, one check? You want a box? I was like, woo, this man is not playing. This man is not playing.
If that was 10 minutes of us eating, it would be a lot. Like, that was like, I think we would have wished it was 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What he actually gave us.
I don't know if we were in there for more than 20 minutes total.
Yeah.
I don't think we were. I don't think we were.
Like, okay, yeah, I'll take a box.
And the thing that's killer is it's not. I would understand that behavior if it was packed and there's a line and people are waiting and they're trying to get the turnover going because, you know, we got people moving. We're losing out if you just sit here. But there was 6 people in the place. There were at least 8 to 10 tables open, just open.
I was about to say, no idea. People were taking up about 2 tables, 2 to 3 tables.
Yeah, no one was on that.
2 tables.
No one was on that half of the restaurant with us. We were on one half of the restaurant. Nobody was on that side.
I just realized that we were by ourselves.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I ain't going back there. That's crazy.
The food was good, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that was unnecessary, bro. That felt a little targeted.
It's not. I ate fast, so it kind of worked for me. But even then, I was like, yo, wow, okay. Like, as soon as I was done eating and you were going on your second one, he came and was like, is it all in one check? You want a box? It's like, damn. Damn. Because usually, though,
I don't eat fast.
Because usually they'll be like, slow. No rush.
Yeah, he didn't say that once.
Put the check down, no rush or something. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, John got hip to his game, though. By the time he brought the check, John was already like, here, don't even put it down.
Don't even set this motherfucker down on our table. Just take my card and go.
He was like, you want to see the total? He's like, nope, don't even worry about it.
Nope, don't worry about it. We can play this game.
At that point, I picked up on it. I'm over here throwing my stuff in the box.
Because once he come back, we better be gone from this table.
Yeah. I was like, hey, we got to get up out of here.
That's wild. Oh, man.
I stopped and looked at the ice cream and I was like, yeah, nope. They not getting no more. They not getting no more money. Nope.
Yeah, no, it looked good too, but I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't do it either.
We got to go. But yeah, so then John came here. He went to bed.
Passed out for sure.
I got up and I went to work for a little bit. I had to do some running around stuff here. And baby moms came in clutch. Shout out to her. She watched JJ that night so me and John could go out. Yep. And we did. We popped out. We went to your wing spot that you like first.
Oh yeah. Do a drop.
Wing spot. Yeah.
Oh, do drop.
Yeah.
Man, that place is overwhelming as shit when it comes to flavors. So too many. But nothing on the back page appeals to me in the slightest.
No, me neither.
Because it's all this crazy shit. Like, they start combining shit. So I don't go any further than, like, the bottom half. And that's only because that garlic butter one that's fucking crazy.
Yep.
But, yeah, I like that place. Place is dope.
Yeah, nah. So we went there, had a drink. John tried to kill me.
I did. First of all, you had me order the shit, so I had to say it out loud. Hoosie juice. Let me get some hoosie juice. I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
Like, I'll never say that about again.
Because it's one letter away from saying some even crazier shit. He wants to. He almost did it. Oh, man. Because you're like, I know what I want. And you went to the bathroom. And I was like, she's here asking. I know what it is. I don't want to be like, oh, we'll wait for him to get back when I already know. Because it could already be out here. So I was like, yeah, he wants the hoosie juice. And I got a bee's knees. Yeah, it's my shit. But I didn't pay attention to the ingredients of said hoosie juice. So apparently, hoosie is coconut. Or something like that.
It had coconut puree.
It had coconut something in it. And this man was about to drink it. And I was like, it'll just be an early night. I was like, nah, we ain't doing that shit. We ain't doing that shit.
And she was like, oh, it's okay.
Bartender was cool. I just said, hey, I fucked up. She was like, what'd you do? And I told her, and she was like, no, we can't. One of the other bartenders, she was like, we'd rather you not go in an anaphylactic shot while we're on shift.
Wait, it became a big joke the rest of the night, though, because you ordered
allergies,
You ordered some wings, and they were like, are you allergic to lemon?
She did. She was cooking me after that.
I was rolling, yo. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, they cut on quick and just made it a joke. So that was cool.
Yeah. I love places that do stuff like that. Like, I'm all for that. Like,
yeah, they were both really cool. That lady loved the Knicks so much, bro.
Oh, yeah. She's probably heartbroken right now.
Oof. I wouldn't want to be in there if she had to work.
That's probably why they lost. She probably was working.
Oh, she probably had to work. She said they always lose when she works. Damn.
It's her fault.
Yeah. So that was that. We went to, where did we go after that? Also, that place is wild because it's 21 and over. It says it when you walk in. We got ID'd when we walked in, and then there's a fucking baby at a table, which is crazy. So I don't, is it like...
He wasn't a baby. He was old enough to sit on his own.
Well, like 7 or something?
Yeah, he's older than JJ, and JJ's 3.
Yeah, so that was crazy.
That wasn't the first bar either that did that weekend. I was surprised because my other bar I like to go to had a kid there, and I was like, what is this, take your kid to the bar weekend? Like, what is going on, bro?
It's like, I get it if it's a restaurant that has a bar, but when they IDing people to come in, how did that motherfucker make the cut? I don't know.
Oh, he ain't gonna drink, don't worry. Like, bro,
crazy.
It's ID if your parents aren't there. Excuse me.
Weird. Yeah, so we did that. Where did we go after that? Did we just go straight to...
We went to my crib for a minute because JJ was been asking for John.
Yeah, we was playing with that wild ass racetrack he got.
Yep, the one that tries to tear your fingers off.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I think it's dangerous as hell, but it's fun. Once we got the system down, I think it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I also learned
to load every single car on.
Yeah, there had to be at least 3. He was not. If one of them was off, we can't run it. You can't run it unless all 3 are on. It also was reiterated that I am terrible. I'm great with kids as long as it's not bedtime. As long as it's not bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm great.
But it also reaffirmed to me that my son pays attention and he's learning that he has to listen to dad.
Because I tried to be a bad influence.
I tried to instigate. Yo, listen to how dope of a dad I am, y'all. Listen to how dope of a dad I am. I told him, I said, yo, it's all right. Because I was like, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes and you got to go to bed. He said, okay. So I was like, all right, bro. Like, that's it. You got to go to bed. John was like, one more. He took the cards. He's like, one more. And JJ looked at him. He was like, nah, I got to go to bed.
I put him back in the thing to load him up so he could hit the thing to do it again. And he was like, no, I gotta go to bed. It's like, oh, my fault. My bad. I was like, dang, all right, okay. I respect
that proud dad moment
it.
Right there.
Yeah.
I just sat back and was like, brother be cooking over here.
Oh man. Yeah, that was cool though. Just hanging out with him for a little bit. That little dude is funny. He is hilarious.
Yep. So, like I said, baby moms came in clutch. She watched them while me and John went down to the bars and hung out for a little bit. So we went down to the fancy bar and oh my gosh. I forgot about this. I just forgot about this. We sit down at the bar. I went to go do a seat away from these people. John went and grabbed the seat that I was going to sit in so I would sit closer to the two girls that were over there.
Yep.
Because I knew the other dude who was on my floor, and I knew he wouldn't care if John sat there. But then I was like, So then I went and I just sat down next to them because I was like, okay. So I sat down.
To be fair, she was definitely your type.
She was definitely my type, 110%, until she opened her mouth.
Damn.
And that is where it went downhill. Because she was looking at us, trying to get our attention.
She was looking for an in, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she finally got her in. And then...
Which, hold on, real quick. The fact that you said... I said she wanted to get an in, and you were like, "Oh, I know what to do. I'm gonna go to the bath. This always works." And you got up to go to the bathroom. I was like, "What does that say? Do I get approached when you go to the bathroom?"
Always, it always happens where like I come back and he's in some random conversation with somebody after I come back from the bathroom. So I was like, "Oh, she's looking for an in. All right, I'll be right back."
Damn.
I'll be right back.
Damn,
that's easy, bro. That's easy money right there, bro. Sometimes you gotta just get out the way. Like, all right, cool. Like he happily married. He ain't on no stupid stuff. So like,
hell no.
Real quick, I'll come back, and then next you know he's like, "Hey, my boy," and then he give me the ball and getting out the way. Mm-hmm. So I know how this works, and that's exactly what happened. Because it's a lot easier when it's my theory behind it is a lot easier when it's 2-on-1 in their favor versus like that 2-on-2 thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
or like 1v1 instead of like a 1v2. Mm-hmm. So like I take one out of the equation and then you're boom 1-on-1.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I did that.
I just didn't realize that was the thing until you said it. I was like, wait a minute. Shit.
He's right.
Usually that's what happens. Shit. Because we'll be sitting there chilling. He'll get up and go, and then that's when something happens. Oh, damn.
It's almost like I'm the bodyguard or something. And then I leave, and it's like, oh, okay. But I came back, and she was talking. She was chit-chatting. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, I went to high school with her around the same time. We were not the same age. She's like 2 years younger than me, which in normal circumstances would not be a big deal. I am all for that. That was all perfect. All green signs, like because she lived in town and it was all going well.
Yep.
But then she just started kind of like talking and I was not feeling the vibes. It was very like, I don't know how to word it without... I think you could say it better than I can.
Was there something specific she said, or is it just?
No, it was the overall vibe. It was just like. It was okay. I got it. I know how to describe it. Ready? Yeah. Very spacey. It wasn't like we were having a locked in conversation.
Oh yeah, that's
you know what I mean. It was very spacey, where it was like. Where am I again? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. He's right here. And then we'd go back into conversation. and it just really threw me off. And I just got over it. I had completely turned around, and she had to like try to find it in again. And John started laughing at me. I was like, I said, I'm off of that.
I didn't know. I didn't hear it happen. I just saw it happen. I was talking to the friend, even though we were on opposite ends. But she was listening to because of that high speed chase that was going on.
Oh yeah, there was a high speed chase.
Yeah, that dude flew by on a motorcycle.
That never happens in my area, bro.
It was a blur, like, because I saw a cop go this way, and then when there was just a blur, like, whoom, and then the cop made a U-turn and took off, and then another cop came. And the girl at the bar, she said her boyfriend was a firefighter, so she got access to a police scanner. So she went on her friend's phone and was like listening to the police scanner and like giving updates. So I was paying attention to that. And then I just noticed your body. They had that look on your face. You went from like being engaged and talking to just looking straight forward at the bar and not even looking at her anymore. I was like, well, I don't know what happened, but he is done. He is donezo. He's moved on.
And I started talking to the bartender more, talking about the recipes and stuff.
He was so off it. But yeah, I think. Oh, she also said some wild shit to me that she thought I was from Oregon because of my accent.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, huh?
Accent? I was like, what?
I was like, what? Oh, that's priceless. I said, that's priceless. We're keeping that. Oregon.
Yeah. So I
forgot about that. Oregon.
I didn't. I got a host of strange compliments this trip. A host of them.
Yeah. Oh, because that brings us into the next strange compliment you got. Because I forgot that was Thursday night. Oh, yep. I'm low-key funny. Did you know that I'm low-key funny? Yo, I didn't know. Okay. All right. That gets me excited for the next one. So then now we leave that bar because, again, I was off of that conversation. Yep. And we had finished our drinks. So we were like, all right, there ain't nothing else to be here for. So we dipped. And we went to the next bar, and as soon as we walk in, at this bar, I know the bartender. So I'm like, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. And I know a lot of the people in there because I go there all the time. You could call me a regular. It will hurt my feelings, but you can call me a regular. So I go in, and I'm like, hey, guys. And everybody's like, hey, what's up? What are you up to? Blah, blah, blah. Cool, right? So we do that. This girl walks up to John. Go ahead. You tell her what she said to you.
I'm still upset I didn't hear the second half of it. I really wish I did, so I could have said something funnier in the moment. But all I heard her say was that I look crazy. And then she tried to say, she was like, you look crazy. And it wasn't at the same volume, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But she said, which the bartender told us later, she said, you look crazy. You should buy me a drink. That was her opener for whatever reason. Which if I had heard her say, you should buy me a drink, it would have just been something like, oh, no, thanks. I'm not interested. Or something to that effect. Just dismiss it. But I'm not
love to hear that.
I'm not fucking doing that, first of all. Second of all, but anyway, so I was like, what? I look crazy. I was like, I forgot what I said to that. It was basically something along the lines of like, I know, or thank you. I think I took it. And she was like, oh, it's endearing coming from me. And I was like, well, I don't. Okay, sure. Thank you. Sure. Thank you. And then she was talking to somebody else. That dude dipped. I didn't notice that was a sign that we should get away from her. Because she proceeded to pull out her phone and she was FaceTiming her friend and was like, someone talk to my friend.
Meanwhile, though, her cousin who's with her is lit.
Oh, she's gone.
Lit.
Like, she's gone. Like one eye open, like
so drunk,
doing
she's
this.
Sizing me up. She's sizing me up just like that with her eyes like that. She's sizing me up.
Shit, like
looking at me like, do you want to fight? And I'm like,
oh yeah, she did look like she was ready to punch somebody.
She was like, 100%. You want to fight? And I was like, what? She goes,
she said that?
Oh, yeah. She was like, that's what I thought.
I didn't hear her say
that. I was like,
what?
Okay.
That girl, she should not drink anymore. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement to make to somebody.
That's what I thought.
You're going to say that to the wrong person.
I'm just like...
And get dropped. Really? That's not necessary, bro.
Yeah.
It's such a short street, too.
Right? Now you know. Now you see
I know.
it.
Now I see it.
Like, bro, for real? Come on now.
I didn't know she said that to you, bro.
Yeah, you want to fight? I'm like...
I thought that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, because I want to punch a white woman. That sounds like a great way to do anything.
She was actually really pretty. It was sad to see that. I was like, you're a really pretty girl. I hate to see you like in here like this. You know what I mean? But I couldn't.
Yeah, because she's not gonna remember. She's not gonna remember that.
I couldn't put the cape on.
No, absolutely not. That's an abort. That's an all-out abort. Immediately leave her side.
Oh yeah.
Immediately stop. Just cease discussion and move on. But her friend, meanwhile, was like, "Hey, I'm FaceTiming my friend. You should talk to her." And she held up the phone to me, and I was like, this guy right here.
You got it. And I was like, I got what?
Oh, before that, she held the phone up and was like, she said, like, he's handsome to me. And then she held it up to you and was like, oh yeah, he's handsome too. Like, oh, let's go. So I logged it. So when she held the phone to me, I was like, you said this dude is also handsome. So talk to him.
I said when she said that.
You did.
I said, don't give me that participation trophy. And I walked.
This dude.
You don't have to say that. It's okay. It's okay to just call someone handsome and not compliment the other person. You're not calling them ugly by not complimenting the other person. You're just saying he stands out. It is okay for someone to stand out. I don't feel ugly when someone calls my friend handsome in front of me. I don't need you to sit here and be like, yeah, you're handsome too.
It's worse when you do that.
When you say, hey, you're handsome too.
Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, that's worse. To be fair to her, though, she held up the phone to me first and then went to you second. So who knows what she would have said otherwise. She was put in that position. So I'm not going to put her in that category because she talked to you for a while.
That's fair.
Y'all were, even though you couldn't hear a fucking thing she was saying, really. Y'all were talking for a while.
I was being a clown. She picked up that phone. So she held up the phone and the girl on the phone was actually really pretty. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, we could do this. Mm-hmm. So she said something. She was like, hey, hi. I was like, hi. I was like, oh my gosh, are we on a date right now? She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh boy. All right. I got to think of something. I'm just being stupid. I was like, what's your favorite color? Yo, everybody started dying.
I was like, that's what he led with? That's crazy. That is crazy. That's what he led with.
All right, I'm being stupid, bro.
You leaned into it. That's fine. That shit is just funny that you were just wet with the shit.
Oh, man. So everybody's dying. And then after that, after everybody started laughing, I looked at her. I was like, so how's our date going? She was like, you're doing terrible. I was like, I am? Don't say that.
You're doing terrible.
So then, after that conversation, I don't remember anything else from that conversation. So yeah,
it didn't last much longer than that.
Yeah, I ended up dipping.
Yeah, very shortly after that. Very shortly after.
But then, after that night was pretty much over. Chill with a couple other guys, and then we went upstairs and went to bed. Day number 2.
Damn, that was one day.
Yep, day number 2. This is when like all the festivities were supposed to go down. So I got up, took my son to daycare. Mm-hmm. And then, that another time I worked. And then after I worked, I grabbed John. We went and grabbed some Jamaican food. Brought my grandmother some because she wanted some Jamaican food. John went to see Granny.
She's so cool, man.
Yeah, John's adopted. John's family now. That's his grandma too. Honestly, she's gonna probably send you a birthday gift too now, bro.
Hey, let's go.
You're part of the fam now, bro.
She asked for the address. Send it to her. Don't hesitate.
I got you.
Oh man,
I just cash app you, G. Don't worry.
Oh, that works too. Showing me her new favorite stories. Showing me the stories.
Yeah, she's
that woman is wicked. That's her right there. That's that wicked woman. It's like, what? What did she do?
She's been talking about this story literally nonstop, bro. Like, she'll call me and just randomly be talking about it. And like, I don't watch them, but like, I listen because I'm not gonna, like, what am I gonna say? I don't want to hear that. Like,
exactly, yeah.
So I'm listening and I'll laugh at her,
It was funny.
But yeah, no, she really enjoyed the fact that we came over, so I was happy we did that.
Yeah.
But then after that, we went, picked up JJ, brought him to my mom because she's watching him for me for the weekend, and then that was the beginning of the pop out. So at that point, Did we go get food? I don't even remember. Dang, I don't even remember because we didn't go straight to the bar.
Where did we go?
Oh, no, we came back here and changed. Got ready to go.
Yeah.
We got ready to go.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that took a while, though. Where did I go that took so long? Oh, no, we went to Ross.
That's what it was.
I was like, why did that take? Why was such a gap there?
Because you wanted to look for some new jewelry and stuff, and I packed for cold, rainy weather, and it was hot as shit.
It was humid. It was crazy. Bro, but now it's cold and rainy today. It's 50 today. I meant to tell you that. It is 50 today.
All I packed was sweaters, and I was like, I got some sweaters. I got the suit for the pop out, and I got a jacket. Like, I'm good. And Thursday was whatever. Friday, I was like, it is hot. Looked at the weather for the next couple of days and was like, it is not going to get cold.
Nope.
So ended up buying a couple shirts, which came in clutch because otherwise I'd have been roasting.
Yep. It ended up working out. I was like, man, I ended up picking out John's outfit for the night, and it was a hit. Everyone loved it. It made me feel good. I was like, wait, maybe I do got style. I low-key picked it out. Hold up.
I know. Every time I said something else, he was like, no, hold up. Because I was like, yeah, I got this shirt today. And I just see him looking at me like, bro, I picked that out. I was like, hey, my fault. I wasn't trying to take the credit.
Yeah, hold on. Your boy got some style. You know what I'm saying? Man. I got to experiment with my style off of some of the shopping we did. Mm-hmm. The only thing that stinks is like I think you got to see too. Like a lot of my thrift stores around here aren't the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the ones I have here aren't the greatest compared to like out there. They're a lot better out there. I think the problem with my thrift stores is like I live in a bit of an older area.
Yep.
So a lot of the clothes are tailored more towards like older people in my area. So like,
yeah, it's tougher because that's what you're getting is the clothes people are donating, and there was a lot. If you were about 20, 30 years older, you'd be killing in the thrift stores. But I was like, nope.
Yeah. That's why I don't go to them too much out here. But I don't blame you. Up being all right. All right. Cool. I got some good jewelry from Ross. Actually, I'm obsessed with these. I had to take them off because if they're on, I'll play with them. And it's too much of a distracting noise. So I had to take them off. But I've been wearing those like crazy. So I've been loving them. But then, so then after that, we got dressed for the pop out. We went down to the bar. And that was a good time. That was a lot of fun.
Is that just where we just ended up there again, right?
We just ended up there all night.
Oh, because that was with the homies.
Friday night. Yeah, with the homies. The homies pulled up.
Yeah, that was
they
dope.
sang me happy birthday with some cupcakes. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man, this is so long. I could have cried. Oh. I really had such a good time. I don't think y'all even understand how good of a time I had. Like, so then one of the homies couldn't make it till later. So she pulled up towards the end, paid my tab, and then hung out with us. She went back to the crib, hung out with us for a little bit. We chatted and we talked about the night. Cause some crazy dude came up to us while we were there.
Oh my God.
And was talking to us about rap. This white dude was talking to us about rap. And man, I was like, yo.
As soon as he saw us.
Yeah, as soon as he saw us, he beelined it for us. So at first, actually, he saw us when we were in the big group that we were in. And he would not step up to the big group.
Nope.
Oh, wait, no. Before that. Yo, so I'm chilling at the table with all the homies there, right? I'm just chilling. Oh. And I ain't thinking nothing's going on. I'm at my local bar. I'm at my spot where I feel at home at. Somebody rolls up behind me, puts the arm around me, go, yo, I got you on that $5,000 I owe you. Matter of fact, make it 10 because it's been so long. I'm like, I just made a face like.
Yeah, that dude almost got fucked up on a misunderstanding. That's crazy. Yeah. That's the crazy part.
Because he was joking. We weren't joking. Like, yo.
That's what almost got him. Just because I saw him do that, and I was like, I don't like how he pulled up on you, first of all, because he was way too close and way too grabby. Yep. And I was like, I don't like that. And I saw your face, and you had this look of like, so I was like, oh, nah. I was about to get up. It was like, nah, we're not doing this. We are not doing this, sir. But then I looked, Christina was sitting next to you. Saw her face, and she was making the same face as me. Like, who the fuck is this? Yeah. And then your other friend, she had the same face. I was like, okay, we good. And then you kind of like, you said something. I forgot what you said to him, and then like kind of shook his hand or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna cool it then. I'm gonna cool it. Yeah. I'm gonna cool it. Because I almost got up and checked, dude. But that would have showed us.
Who he was. I just didn't know what he was talking about. But the face I made, I could see where the face I made it seem like I didn't know who he was at all. Because I was just like, don't roll up to me talking about no money.
I couldn't hear what he said either, so that's what made it worse. I was just reading body language. Oh, because he did like put his hand right here, like to get your attention, and then you made that face, and I was like, oh nah.
Yeah, because at first I didn't hear him right either. I thought he was saying I owed him $5,000, and I was like, wait, because now you're really about to get jumped because.
You don't roll up to me.
First of all, last time I really was with you like that, you drank up all my liquor. So if anything, you owe me money. So we not about to do this.
We not about to do this.
Like if anything, you owe me money, dog. Like, we not about to do this right now. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting moment. But then so then the guy that we're talking about later on, he walked by me. He complimented my shirt. I was like, yo, John, he just complimented my shirt. This fit is dope. Let's go. So he complimented my shirt. And then later on, he came up to us talking about rap. This is a different guy than the one who hugged up on me. But he came up, he talked to us about rap. And I'm like, do we just got the like, hey, I love rap face? Come talk to me. Like, wow.
The only black people in the bar at the time.
Neither of us really listen to rap like that. Like I listen to more rap than he does. And even my rap is like late 2010s. Like early 2020s rap. Like I don't really listen to a lot of new stuff. If it's new stuff, it's the newest Drake album or something. You know what I mean?
Like that was his point. It's not the same. It's shit now, huh? It's like that's what I should have said. Like man, don't come over here to validate your opinion.
Not even just that, but like I don't listen to old school rap, so I will always disagree with that. I don't listen to Biggie. I don't listen to Pac. Like I don't listen to that stuff.
I don't either.
I will never sit here and tell you that's stuff better than the new stuff.
So I told him, I was like, I have some. I mean, I don't really even. I listen to rap maybe at the gym, and then maybe occasionally there's a song I'll like, but I just ain't got it in me no more. So, he recommended. I forgot what he recommended. I can't remember.
It was some Atlanta rapper. I don't know. And not trying to slight the Atlanta rappers. Not that. It's just that we just didn't care. Like, we don't listen to that kind of music.
After 1 a.m, and we were just trying to chill.
Yeah, we were just trying to chill, bro. Then the homegirl pulled up, and it's like, yo, what if I'm like on a date or something, and you over here crowding my date? Like,
fuck.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, like,
another black person to talk rap to. That's all he saw.
Yeah. And then we step outside, and he's still on the same vibe because the place was closing, so we had to leave. So we step outside, he comes up to us on the same vibe.
Same shit.
And I'm like, dog. And then this other dude was like, yeah, that's my homeboy. And I'm like, yo, like,
don't let him
your homeboy, bro.
Yeah, don't let him walk around by himself, bro.
And he's like, that's just how he is. Here we go with that again, bro.
That shit, like, we just let him do whatever. That's just how he is.
That's not how he is.
Get a leash. Motherfucker shouldn't be. He should not be left unsupervised. Because he said, what did he say? He walked up to me and said, "Oh, you're a good looking dude." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." He was like, "Yeah, I like the double nose rings." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that." And then he said, "You got veneers?" I was like, "No, I don't have veneers, man."
Yo, what did he say? What kind of toothpaste
you use?
He was so confused by the fact he didn't have veneers. I said out loud. I think I literally said out loud, "No, he didn't just say that."
You did say that out loud.
No, he didn't just ask you that. He didn't just ask you a toothpaste.
I've never had somebody ask me what kind of toothpaste I use. It's crazy. Yeah. I was laughing too hard. I couldn't say anything. But I just wanted to be like, it don't matter, man. Your results will vary.
The homegirl's trying to secure us at after party, so she wasn't like paying attention. But later on, we told her that. She was like, "What?"
Yeah, she was dying. You told her that. She secured an after party for no one.
I know. Sure didn't. They're like, "You know her? Nah, you ain't going." I was like,
yeah, she heard. I think the dude heard her say that to you, and he just came in and was like, "No, we're going here after." And then it's just this, and like he dictated who was supposed to go.
That always happens to us. Like, you don't think I'm cool, man? That's all good.
It's just, I'm not gonna say it's a race thing, but only white people were invited.
I know the 3 black people, because we were all black. The 3 black people was not invited.
Don't get the invite.
That's crazy. Yeah,
not gonna say it is. Maybe they just don't know us.
Crazy.
That might be it too. I don't know.
Ooh. Well, yeah. So then that was that night, though. That night was chill. The next day was pretty chill too. I mean, it was probably the busiest of the days, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we got up and then right away, because we got up late, mind you, because we were out late, so we got up late. We got up at like 2. Yeah. And then immediately. Did we go get food? Yes, we went and got food. We went and got some quesadillas. Yeah.
Yep.
So we went and got food. And then after getting food, my uncle was at that same bar. So now 3rd day in a row, I went back to that bar because my uncle was looking to say hello. So I went in and said hello while John got ready to go out for the night. So, I popped in and said hello. My cousin pulled up. We said hello. And then we all headed out to the bars. Bro, Saturday afternoons at these bars were crazy. Yeah. There was no seating anywhere. I drove to 2 or 3 different spots, and there was no seating at the bar, no seating at the tables. Like, we were just cooked.
They were like, "You got reservations? Because it's going to be a while if you don't." I was like, "No, we just want to check out the bar." Like, yeah, never mind. We'll just go.
So John was like, "Yo, y'all want to just push out to the spot we're headed to that area?" And we were like, "Yeah, might as well. And we ain't getting no seats nowhere else."
Nah. Yeah. Yeah,
so we threw our suits on. We threw our suits on, man, and just hopped in that Uber. Well, we took a shot at the bar again, the local bar again.
Yeah, we had to, because we had to keep the streak going.
Yep. So we took our shot, and then we hit the road. That's where the night got good. I got out the car, and my eyes just weren't having it.
It was windy as shit, and there was dust everywhere, and this dude was struggling like it was Mad Max, and we was in a dust storm or something. He was, because we got to the restaurant and we were like chilling, drinking, and you were still like, yeah, your eyes were red as shit. It was like, dude, go to the bathroom.
I hadn't even touched them, like, and that was like, you know, like normally people rub them to like make that happen, but like I'm so used to having bad allergies that I just know not to rub my eye. I don't touch my eyes, so like I was just blinking and they got red. And he was like, then my cousin was like, yo, I thought you were playing, like we were joking, like, yo, go to the bathroom, they red.
Go wash them out. You see if they got an eye wash station. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had to go rinse them out, and like after I did that, they were good, but it was crazy. Then I asked the guy a stupid question. I was like, for some context, I was sitting at this restaurant, and it was like a Peruvian restaurant, and I don't know nothing about that kind of food, man. Like when it comes to food and stuff, I'm so picky. I'm not cultured at all. So I went there not knowing what I was gonna get, and I was just gonna order something and do my best, you know. And if I gotta pick stuff out, I gotta pick stuff out. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I look over next to me, and the guy has like a shrimp cocktail, but it's actually a drink, I guess. No, it's not a drink.
It was ceviche.
Oh, I don't know what ceviche is.
It's like it's basically like a fish dip. It's a dip that's made with like fish and some other stuff. And they just had, for whatever reason, they served it in a cocktail, like a martini glass, and put shrimp on the side. That's what's
throwing me off. I thought it was a drink. Okay, ceviche.
No, that shit was chunky as hell. He'd have been chewing that drink.
Yeah. I was like, dang, this is so. Yeah. So he ordered that. So I thought they only served it like cold, but like I didn't ask the question I wanted to, right? So I was like, yo, y'all got cooked shrimp? Yo, the dude lost it.
Yeah.
He was like, how you want fried?
Yeah. Grilled? Yeah. He was, how do you want it cooked?
I was like, oh, shoot. I didn't think about it. He was like, you want garlic shrimp? I was like, oh, yeah, garlic shrimp sounds fire. Yeah, let me get that garlic shrimp. So I got that garlic shrimp, and I thought about it, and I was like, ooh, we going to the club. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, you panicked. You were about 2 or 3 shrimp in, and you were like, oh, we got to go to Walgreens or something. Like, what happened? You have an allergic reaction? Like, what's going on? You were like, no, I got garlic, and I'm going to be high.
After we talked about old girl so bad, that was my deepest fear for that night. I was like, oh, we kill old girl. I didn't want to be that guy,
bro. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I was like, oh no.
Cousin he keeps it on him. Bro. He always got gum on him.
He had that thing on him, you know what I'm saying?
Kept it on him.
He was like, here, use this. Yeah, clutch. So we were golden. That restaurant was cool. Food was actually really good. The food was really good. A little expensive, but the food was really good.
Yeah, I wish I would have been able to take that to go.
Yeah, that food was really good.
Just had nowhere to put that shit.
So then we just walked around a little bit. The bars were a little low key and dead because it was still early, and it started to rain. So we were like, all right, cool. Let's just head to the club. Let's go secure our table. So we secured our table. Yeah, this is where a story gets fun. So we secured our table, and John was like, "Oh," which at first they looked like they didn't have our reservation. I was like, "Oh," because the lady,
which I was afraid of, because the whole time I'm like, "This feels like a scam," but I'm gonna trust this dude.
Oh yeah,
I put the deposit down. Hey, do you have Zelle? Just sell it to me. I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." I'm about to be out some money. Yeah.
So they ended up giving us the table. They were like, do you want to sit up here or down here? So I picked the one closer to the dance floor because I'm not somebody who's going to try to go up and down the stairs all night. I feel like I would have tripped and fell by the time I had a couple drinks. I mean, that would have been embarrassing. So
face plant. That would have changed the whole night.
That would have changed the whole night. I would have been like, let's get up out of here. So, like I got out there, people were looking a little bit, they saw 3 brothers rolling up in suits at our table.
Happy birthday, okay. Julian.
Yeah.
Julian. He kept saying, Julian.
I was like, yo, this is lit. She came over with the sign.
Yeah, the sign.
Yo, this is crazy. I wish I knew she was doing that. I wanted to get a video of that, but I couldn't get it.
I didn't know they were going to do that.
Yeah, I was like, by the time I pulled up the thing, she was already gone with it, and she had it down. I was like, dang. But it was lit,
They
bro.
usually do that. When we got in there, I was like, this don't seem like a place that's going to do that. But
no, she didn't. I was like, yo. So when we first get in there, she's like, what are you guys having to drink? Would you like a bottle? Would you like, cocktails? So... John was like, I don't know. And my cousin was like, I don't know. So
I was just like, I could have picked, but I was like, hey, it's your birthday. You pick the bottle. Yeah. Figured it's easier to just get a bottle. Just get a bottle.
So he said, get a bottle. So I was like, all right, I guess I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just get a bottle of champagne. She's like, okay, cool. Champagne. What champagne would you like? And no, she didn't say which one would you like. She was like, okay, cool. Champagne. Would you like blah, blah, blah? And I was like, sure. Mind you. So, for context, we had a $250 budget to spend on drinks because it was the deposit was.
Right.
So John was like, do you know what you just ordered? I was like, yeah, I ordered champagne. They lost it. I couldn't figure out why they were laughing.
This dude ordered a $250 bottle of champagne.
Because I don't drink champagne a lot, so I didn't know. What's the name of the bottle?
Oh, man. It was Moet, which is like a really good... The champagne was good. It was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was.
It was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Because whatever she gave us after that one she gave us for free was not the same.
No.
It was some bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Like, our shit was hard to drink after we had that good shit.
So my cousin, she opened it and she spilled some. So like later on, she was like, "How was it?" And he was like, "Well, she was like, you finished it already?" He was like, "Well, you spilled half the bottle on my leg."
He's clutch for that. He's clutch for that.
He told her that. She was like, I got y'all.
She's like, yeah, you're right. I got you. Yeah.
So she came with some extra glasses. We're drinking. We're taking shots.
It was funny. We went from just sitting there kind of chilling to doing some fake salsa shit. Because this is fake,
bro. If y'all follow me on IG, make sure y'all follow me on IG, Julian05_20, man. Like y'all miss a lot of these pop outs if you don't follow me on IG, bro, because I'm not ashamed, bro. I'm gonna try to throw some pictures in here, but like this is at this point, I take the bottle and I'm just like, taking it all to the head. John's like, oh yeah, I'm taking a picture of that.
Yeah, I got to. There's no way. I would have never have guessed you doing that shit.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was fun.
Shortly after doing that, dude is getting up, dancing, and fucking doing
getting it in.
I was like, oh yeah. And then it was at that point where I was like, you know what? I'm glad he got champagne. Because if this was a bottle of tequila, we would be fucked. Because all we did was have at that point, we each had 2 shots of tequila and a few glasses of champagne. Yep. If it was like a few mixed drinks and them shots, good night. Good night.
So at that point though, we were like, all right, cool. We're gonna head to the next spot. So we were headed to the next spot. That
was a fun walk.
It was a fun walk. We were like, oh, okay.
Like we were shutting down the street
on the way. Yeah. And then these people on the street were like, oh, you guys look great.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like, oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
It's like, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, their suits and whatnot. So like, it was cool. It was cool. So we popped by. The spot. We were at the spot earlier, but it was just dead. We had a drink earlier. Oh, I forgot to talk about it. So I went in and I ordered a drink at the spot. earlier. This is before we even went to the club. I ordered a drink at this spot, but then they were like, oh, you want to just do a shot here? After I had already ordered the drink. So I was like, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Can I do shots instead? So she's like, yeah, shots. So I was like, yeah. So then she still started to pour my drink because she didn't hear me say instead. So then I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll just take it. And then she's like, no, it's fine. Ugh. And yeah, it was just really awkward.
Because she was like, it's fine. Her face looked like she was annoyed.
Her face looked like it wasn't fine. And I felt like she was saying with her mouth it was fine, but like I could tell it wasn't fine. And I felt like garbage. So that was before. Now, moving on, we went back there because now there were actually people there. Because as we were leaving the first time, the bouncer was like, come back later, guys. There'll be more people here soon. But we've heard that story before, and it has not been true.
It has not. It has not. Yeah.
So, yeah, we did
but
come back.
Shout out to him because he just let us bypass the line because he remembered us.
He did.
He peeked out because the other dude was IDing, and he peeked out his head and was like, oh. Come on. And I was going to have my ID. He was like, nah, you're good. Go ahead. I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, that was dope. I forgot about that. But that was dope. So we walked on in. We're chilling. At this point, my cousin just sits down, yo. Cousin, I'm sorry, I'm about to air you out. He sits down. And I was like, oh,
he said he was cool with it. He said he was cool with telling it. So
he sits in the booth, right? And next thing you know, I look, bro. This is him in the booth, y'all.
Dude,
don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Here he is in the booth.
Dude. He was doing one of these, like up against the thing, up against it.
Yeah, he started
like that, yeah.
And then he went.
Then he was like,
oh no.
Like, oh no. Oh no.
So then I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk. I pull out my phone. I'm on Instagram talking about
that. I can't believe you did that. I wasn't there when you pulled your phone out on him. I don't know where I was. I think I was at the bar when you did that shit. That's probably what happened when I went to order. Because you were gonna go order, and I saw it was the same bartender. I was like, no, chill, I'll do it. I was like, everybody, I'll do it. And shout out to her because she was cool as hell. But I ordered. I was like, let me get him some water. So I got a couple waters, and then I got a drink for you, and then 2 shots. Gave you the waters to take to him, and then you just didn't come back. So I'm sure that's probably when you did the video. Because I was like, this dude is not coming back for the drink, so I got to carry 2 shots and the drink through this crowd of people.
I didn't realize you got the shot. I thought you were just getting waters. I thought you were just giving us waters. I didn't realize you bought a drink. It's like, he's not coming back.
Cool. So I carried it over there, and you were talking to him. So I was like, all right, I guess it's cool that he didn't just leave him, because I felt weird about just leaving him sitting there when he's defenseless like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's when you were like, hey, let's just go. Let's take him home.
Yeah.
And he sat up, like, eyes closed, and was like, nah, y'all have fun. Y'all have fun. I was like, nah, you sure, man? Like, we could go. And he was like, no.
Yo.
I was like, all right.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
But he was not.
Shout out to him for being a trooper, dog.
He was a trooper. He was trying to wake up.
Oh man!
And then we went back to the bar again, and I talked to that bartender some more. Told her it was your birthday, and she was like, "Oh, happy birthday!" And she gave us some shots. So that was dope. So I don't know how many shots deep we are at this point. I think 6.
Well,
for me,
I was so deep that John told me I apologized to her.
Oh,
for
he did.
Interaction.
You did. Because she was like, happy birthday. She was like, happy birthday. You were like, oh, thanks. And you were like, I'm sorry about earlier.
It must have been weighing up.
She was like, what? You're like, I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't know what was going on. And like, I made you make that drink. And she was like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Have a good night. I was like, you didn't have to do that. It must have really been weighing on you. Oh man,
I'm such an R&B guy, bro.
Yeah, so we were chilling next to your cousin, just posted next to him pretty much. I had a conversation with a dude with some dreads. Because I saw his dreads because he let him down for a sec, and I was like, oh, that's the length I want mine to get to. So I was like, I'm drunk. Fuck it. I'm gonna ask him. I was like, yo, how long you been growing your hair out? And he was like, 20 years. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, but I like cut it when it gets too long, and and I was like, well, how long did it take to get there? He was like 5. So I was like, cool, because I'm about 3 in, so a couple more years, I'm gonna be there. And then he was like, he touched my hair and was like, it's kind of dry. He was like, you taking biotin? And I was like, no. He was like, oh, you gotta get on biotin, you gotta stay hydrated, watch what you eating, because it'll. And I was like, what? And he was like, watch, feel mine. So I touched his dreads.
I didn't even see that. I know he was cool. I didn't see that part.
He's cool as shit. And I was like, oh, that shit's soft. He was like, yeah, see? So I got on my phone and ordered some biotin.
Hey, I used to take biotin, actually. He's not wrong. Biotin's fire.
I used to take it, and then I ran out and I just didn't buy it again. So I got it now. Yeah. So that was he was cool as shit for that. So I was like, I can't have my hair dry. So back on that game. Shout out to him.
Meanwhile, that's going on. These group of girls must have spotted my cousin.
Oh my God.
Put on a cape tonight.
We were standing in front of him, and she walked through us. She dodged us. She hit us with the man. She hit us with that to get to him.
She wanted to be a hero that night, bro.
Yeah.
And the hero comes along.
So she was like, come on, get up, and like grabbed him by his hands and had him stand up, and was like, yeah, like trying to dance in front of him and stuff. And he was like, yeah, and then sat right back down and slumped right back over again.
Yo, that killed me, bro.
I was like, yo, immediately back.
He was done, bro. I was like, man.
He was done until the lights came on.
Yo.
Lights came on, and then all of a sudden he was up. He was like, oh, I got my second win. Let's go.
Like, dog, it's time to go home.
It's over. It is over.
So, at that point, we go outside.
Yep.
John, I will let you take over for this point, because I don't really remember how it got here.
Well, I don't know if we can tell the story about the girl that approached us. Can we say that?
A girl approached us?
Yeah. Remember the lady from London?
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can say it.
Okay, so we were leaving, and Julian was like, yo, doing the after club thing, wanted to see who was still there, especially now that we had our third back and, could have an additional wingman if needed. So we were walking.
Yeah, we were just chatting it up.
And there was a big group of people, like towards just down the street. So we were walking over there.
Because someone was busking. I think that's how you say it.
I don't know what the hell that means.
It means playing instruments on the street.
Got it. Busking. Okay, cool.
I think that's how you say it.
Well, I won't be using it, but that's good to know. Okay. But there's a crowd of people, and this lady sees us and like dodges, like weaves through the people and comes up to us and says, excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but do you guys sell cocaine? I was like, what? What?
My dumb self goes, nah, we don't got no cocaine, but where you from?
This dude walks off and is talking to her. Meanwhile, this lady comes up to us at the same time selling roses and was like, are you guys in love? And your cousin was like, yeah, how much are they? She was like, 5. He was like, you take card? She was like, no, cash only. He was like, oh, sorry. And she looked at me and she was like, are you in love? I was like, yeah, but she lives back in Seattle and they ain't gonna survive.
I laughed as you were telling that because I just thought about how mad he got, yo. He was heated. He's like, yo, Julian, let's go.
He was like, let's go. That's the feds. Let's go. He was like, how's she gonna come up here and the lady selling flowers coming up at the same time? I was like, that's where the mic was. The mic was in the flowers. That's why she held him up to us to listen. He was so offensive. He kept setup. Yeah. He asked somebody else that we were talking to. He was like, did a lady come up and ask y'all if y'all sell cocaine?
He was talking about it all night, yo. He was so mad, yo.
He was so offended.
Even when we got in our Uber.
He was furious.
Out of all the things that happened tonight, because a lot more is about to happen, out of all the things that happened that night, he was like,
that was it.
Yo,
that's a trigger for him.
Randomly, nothing would be going on. Nobody's talking. He randomly just, yo, I can't believe a lady walked up and asked us if we sold cocaine. That's all you remember.
He was so appalled that somebody would think that he could be associated with it. He was so off it. It was wild. Yeah. Just wild. Oh man, that was
had me dying, bro.
So he was like, Julian, let's go. Let's get away from her. So he got you away. We started walking back to the bar we had just left. And it was kind of dead. So I was like, all right, I'm going to order the Uber. It's already like 2 at this point. So let's just order it. So I ordered it. We're just kind of chilling. Just waiting. And this kid out of nowhere, I call him a kid.
Before the kid comes, the cops are dealing with some situation up the road because somebody revved a motorcycle and a dude got pissed off and hopped out the car and tried to fight him.
A dude had his motorcycle. I guess he was about to leave, and some girl saw the motorcycle, and I don't know. We don't know what happened led up to it, but he let her rev up the motorcycle after he started it, and she did it like a lot and really loudly. So somebody that happened to be driving by didn't like that, so he got out and was yelling at the guy, and the cops were there, parked their cars, and were just walking to kind of make sure nothing's going on and kind of clear the street. So the cop is there. They're both there talking to the guy with the motorcycle, and the guy who got out is basically telling the cops what to do and how wrong it is, like telling them he should be arrested and like, yeah, all this shit. So they're handling that. We walk past them, go back in front of the place. I order the Uber. We're chilling. This kid comes up. I say that because he looks like he's about 15. And he's talking about how he met this girl that's the love of his life, but she told him he has to go home or some shit. Well, it sounded like a bunch of bullshit, but it was like, all right, we're just gotta listen to this for a few minutes because we're leaving soon. He said something to the effect of, like, y'all know how I am. And then Julian was like, we don't know you.
I'm lit by that.
He just looked at him and was like, we don't even know you. And that the kid did not like that. Cause he said something about like, I'll take that chain because you had your chain on. And me and your cousin were like, whoa. Like, don't be stupid. Don't say nothing wild. Like, we were letting you tell the story. Like, just continue. Like, you don't have to do that. So he went back to telling his story. And then I don't know what he said. I don't even know what you said initially. But then you started talking about him. He started yelling back. Then he's talked about your hairline. Yep. And then you were like, yours isn't even lined up. So then me and Daquan both started dying when you said that. Yeah, he said you didn't have one. You said yours isn't lined up. So we were both dying, and that made him mad. So he started yelling, and then you started yelling too. So you guys are having this shouting match, just yelling. I don't know what's being said, but you're both
I didn't realize he was young because I was lit. I did not pay attention to any of those cues at all. I didn't realize he looked young.
I was assuming he's at least 21 because there's some other bars where there was a lot of kids that looked like around that age. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming, and he could have been drunk. I don't know. But anyway, so y'all yelling. I was kind of laughing. Your cousin was dying. And then I looked up and I saw the cops, and they had turned and they were walking towards us. And I was like, fuck. Like, this is not what we need. It's fucking 2:30 in the morning, I think. Everybody else is pretty much gone from this street. There's only a couple people left. We are all black. All of us.
Yep.
And there are 2 police officers coming this way. Holy shit, this could be terrible. This could end absolutely terribly. I don't give a fuck if we're wearing suits.
All this is going through his mind.
They're not bulletproof suits.
All this is going through his mind as I'm still shouting with this kid.
I look at them and I just think, shit, we could be on the fucking news. I don't know how aggressive these cops are. I don't know if they're going to come up here, hands on guns, ready to shoot. I don't fucking know how it is out here. I'm new to Connecticut. I don't know how that motherfucker go out there. So I just see them and I was like, yo, I got to stop this shit. Cause they can't come over here while we're screaming at each other. Cause that shit's going to go sideways in a heartbeat, I feel. So I go up to you and I go, hey, chill out. And you start yelling like past me because I get in front of you and you yelling past me at him. I still don't know what you're saying, but you are not chilling.
Remember.
So I was like, I got to get my point across, and I'm afraid for my little brother at this point. I'm afraid. So I grabbed you by your collar like this, and I shoved you almost as hard as I could. I just was like, I was like, dude, shut the fuck up.
He's like, they're walking over here right now.
Yeah, I was like, they're coming over here right now. Shut the fuck up. And then you didn't say anything. I think you just did that. And then the kid walked up and was like, yeah, I think he thought I was on his side at that point because he walked up and tried to say something else. And I put my hand in his chest. I was like, hit him with one of those and was like, nah, you chill the fuck out too. Go sit down somewhere or something. And then I'm gonna cave your little ass chest in. Don't think I'm on your side. I don't want them to get involved. I'll fuck you up too. Don't do this shit. So he shut up.
Oh man.
He shut up, and then we were just kind of talking, and then the police came up. Like a little bit after that, they were kind of at that point, they weren't coming over there to talk to us. They were just walking by to get to their cars. Not sure if that's what they were doing originally or not, or if they saw it calm down. They definitely saw me shove the fuck out of you and hit him. So I don't know.
They're probably like, they took care of it. We're not.
Yeah. So they walked up and I was like, hey, we're just waiting on our Uber. It's 5 minutes away. The phone was like, hey, we're waiting on Uber. 5 minutes away.
Yo, my cousin's stupid though. This is what he says.
Your cousin is
he goes, hey, great job with that bike guy, man. That was crazy.
Y'all handled that. And
I was like, yeah, that was really good.
The way you jumped on this shit. We're like, yeah, y'all did that.
And they're like, John's gone. We turned around. He's gone.
Because I was standing there. I stood there, and then he was like, they said the guy, they told us, they said the guy said a girl got out and revved her bike. It wasn't him. And I was like, you saw that, right? And your cousin was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I saw a girl doing it. And they're like, yeah, anyway, a guy got out of his car and was trying to like do a citizen's arrest. And they're like, we're here, dude. Let us do our job. So I was like, okay, they're cool. They're walking past us. They didn't come up to us. So we're good. And y'all kept talking. So I was like, I'm going to play like I'm looking for my Uber and get the fuck out of this conversation.
Oh, man.
So they left.
Remember anything else from that conversation, honestly?
Your cousin said, thank you for your service to them. And then they left. And then I went, and then that's when they had switched Ubers, switched drivers. So I was like, all right. So I came back. And the other kid came up and started telling his story about how he went to the bar with this girl that he really liked. And then he went outside to smoke and saw her leaving with some dude.
See, he was way cooler, man. Like, I was really rocking with him. I was like, yeah, I rock with you. You cool.
Yeah. So while he was telling that story, the other kid left because, I don't know, we weren't paying him attention, or you didn't interrupt him, I guess. I don't know. But... But he told that story, and then the Uber came. We hopped in that, and from that point, from the time we got in there till about 5 a.m. We were just talking about the night and just fucking dying, laughing about all the shit that happened.
Do not mess with John when the cops are around. John is off it, yo. John is off it, bro. If he will shove me like that, he will shove you too. Do not mess around with John when the cops are out there.
I told wifey that story, and she was like, "Jonathan, where did that come from?" I was like, honestly, fear. And she was like, fear. I was like, yeah, because everything I just listed, like, we're wearing suits, but yeah, we're still 3 black men. If it's fucking after 2 a.m, there's a lot of places where they'll just come up, hands on guns, like, what are you doing? So I was like, I want to make it home. I need this dude to make it home. I need your cousin to make it home. So that's what was going through my mind, like this. And she was like, I'm sorry. I was like, for what? She was like, systemic racism. I was like,
yeah. No, she did.
She did. I was like, I feel that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh man, that's where it came from. It was just like, yo, I need you to chill. You're not listening, so I need you to fuck.
I told the homegirl that story, and she was like, "You arguing outside the bar?"
Yeah, I feel like anybody would tell that story won't believe what you were doing, and they won't believe what I did.
They're like, you arguing outside the bar? No way.
You grabbed him by his collar and shoved him? Like, you hit that kid in his chest? Like,
my head.
Basically open hand punched him. I did.
In my head, being drunk in my head, I'm just like, hey, John don't normally do this. So that means you're bugging. For him to do that means you're bugging.
Even drunk.
If you weren't, he'd have your back.
Even drunk for you to be like, oh, okay. Yep, something's up.
Yeah. I was like, hey, he's doing that. That means I'm bugging. That's why I just went like this, because all that's going through my mind. I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm.
You weren't even bugging. I was just like, if I get you to stop, then he'll stop. Mm-hmm. So if I go up to him and he say some wild shit to me, it would have been different.
Yeah, it would have been different. Yeah, you made the right choice. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
I was definitely not sober, but I was not drunk enough to let that go. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so we're driving back in the Uber. We're laughing about the fact that he just shoved me, because both of us had never seen those two sides of each other before. He ain't never seen me argue with nobody like
I've
that
never
before.
seen you that confrontational at all.
And I did not see him shoving me out of nowhere like that. I was like, hey, I respect that. You just really saved my life. For real.
You're like, that's the most big brother shit you ever did.
Hey, I respect that. Like, absolutely. I respect it. Absolutely. Like, I get where you're coming from, and I absolutely respect that. I appreciate it.
I was like, I get it. That kid was annoying me too. If the police weren't there, I'd have let you cook him all night, because he deserved it, and you were cooking him. I think that's what was making it worse.
Yeah, because he knew he was getting cooked.
He was getting, and we were laughing more at what you were saying, so he was getting more like just trying to. Yeah, he was getting.
Run me your pockets. I need you to run that chain.
Run your pockets. Like, come on, dude. Don't do that. Don't get knocked out on some dumb shit. Please don't.
There's 3 of us. You walking up to me. Run your pockets.
Like, don't people like just saying that is enough.
Hey, lucky he had the right ones, man, because somebody else would have. Somebody else would have ended his life on sight, bro.
Just saying that about running your pockets or your chain, that's enough for some people.
And he was joking, like, yo, we're like, kid, go home.
Yeah, go sit. That's what your cousin said. He was like, oh man, he was disappointed in him. He was like, oh man, yeah, come on, man, go home. Oh, that's what I forgot. After I shoved you and then hit him in his chest like that, I was like, yo, go chill out, sit the fuck down or something. He went up to your cousin and was like, hey, y'all got any spare change? He's like, what? What the fuck was all of this? What is happening?
He just said, I forgot. What? He said that in the Uber. He was like, yo, he did all that. And then came up to me for spare change.
What is going on, bro? Where did you come from? What?
Oh no! I forgot about that.
I did too just now. Yeah, because I didn't hear him say it. Your cousin just told us that he said it.
I didn't either.
So I don't.
No way.
It was after I hit him in his chest, and then he went over to him, I guess, and said it.
Yeah, I got these spare change. Okay, go home.
Yeah, go home. Like, what is happening, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing out here? But
meanwhile, so we're laughing about all this in the Uber, right? We're laughing. We're chilling. It gets quiet for a minute. He was like, yo, I can't believe she really walked in the accent asking we so okay.
He was so upset.
So by now, I'm sobering up. I lost it. This Uber driver probably thought we were nuts, yo.
Oh, I didn't even look to see if he rated me or anything. He was probably not happy with that ride.
Yo, because we laughed the whole ride.
The whole time. That dude.
Dying, yo.
Your cousin is chill as hell. I'm usually chill. He's more chill than me.
Yes.
That is absolutely the most bothered. I've only been around him a few times, but that is the most bothered I've
seen him, yo. Like, I was like,
that's it.
Yo.
That's it. He was
like, yo, since like high school, because like obviously we played sports together, like so like I ain't seen him bother like that since high school. So I was like, yo, like,
it was so funny.
Dude.
He was the fact that he asked somebody else, like, hey, did somebody come up to you and ask if you were I was like, he's over here doing a survey? He's over here taking a poll to see how many people. Yeah. And they were like, no. And he was like, see? Told you that's the feds.
Yeah, see, Julian, you about to go to jail.
He was like, you could go to jail.
Hey, I'm over here. I'm like, I ain't have no cocaine. So I was just shooting myself.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. You're like, I didn't have nothing. I don't know where it's at. So I'm just over here talking to her. It didn't help his story that when he was like, yo, I think that's the feds. And then she left a little bit after that. He was like, see, she heard me. She heard me say that I was on to her.
Oh, man. Moral of the story. Also, I can't be left alone.
This is definitely a new side of you that I saw pretty much, I'll say all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is just dangerous when he's being more of himself, more confident. More confident you get, the more dangerous it becomes.
Mm-hmm. The more off it I get with things, the more I'm ready to just dead it in the moment.
And you were dressed like a villain that night, so that probably didn't help.
Yep, all black.
He had the black suit with the black shirt under, blacked out. Yeah, he was dressed like
all black. Ready to crush dreams. Sunday wasn't really notable as I think back on it. It was
wings, good ass wings.
Oh, that's right. We did go get those wings.
Yeah, those wings.
To get those wings, but they were worth the drive.
Yeah, they were. That it's crazy because they just. I told you like that other spot has all those flavors, and some of them are probably better, but. When you get to the wing, it was no competition.
No competition.
Especially because like with the other one at like Dewdrop, when the sauce is gone, it's like, oh shit, I gotta dip it. Yep. That shit is like baked into it.
Yep. So that's J. Timothy's right there, man.
You always get it. That shit is so good.
Yep. That's the spot.
So we just went there. Oh, and then we got pizza.
Oh, we got pizza that night. Yep. Modern pizza.
Did some exploring at some bars, pissed some dude off.
Yes, yeah.
We just walked by
around Fairfield. Yeah, he looked like why are we out here?
He was so displeased. It was so funny. I love this shit. I was went in there to get a drink just cause.
Just
it's like, oh, you don't want me to be here. Cool. This is where I need to be then.
He was off it, bro.
Like, you're not going to scare me with a fucking look. Get out of here with that shit.
I'm trying to mean
you're going to glare at me and think that's going to, oh, I'm uncomfortable now. No, fuck you.
I'm scared.
Yeah. I'll sit right next to you. Yeah. I'll sit right next to you. Yeah, what's up? Oh, you don't fuck with me. Okay, cool. See if you want to eat your mac and cheese or whatever the fuck you was eating.
I took John all the way down to Westport because, we went to Stanford before. So I was like, all right, like, we'll try Westport now. Like, Westport was chill. Westport was a vibe, but it would have been more of a vibe on a busier day.
If it was sunny like it was Saturday, yeah.
It was just cold. It was a little cold and windy, so people weren't really...
cold, windy, and cloudy, so...
People weren't really out like that. If it were warm like it were the other days, I would have took you by like some of the beach spots that they had out there because there's some like cool beach bars over there. Yeah. It's
hell yeah.
It's involved over there. But yeah, so I mean, then that night we just hung out at that local bar again. So yes, I went there every day that weekend. They got a lot of my money that weekend.
Day.
Yeah.
We also ended up at that
close.
Other bar down the street.
Yes.
And
a
lot happened in a little bit of time we were there.
Yes. We walked in and this dude is like yelling at this guy who's deaf.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, what is happening? But it was also some other girl's birthday and she was a little crazy. Like you could tell, you could tell once we walked in that she wanted to stay later, but her friend was her homegirl who was with the guy and they were ready to go.
You know what I mean? That's what you peeped. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh, she wants to stay longer. Like she came back, I lost my phone. Like, or her homegirl lost her phone. Like, why her homegirl lose the phone? She's the first one to run into the bar.
And set herself down right next to you.
Yeah. I was like, what is happening? I was like, oh boy.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I noticed that she came back first and went straight over there, but I was like, I didn't tell that she she didn't want to leave.
Well, I got the vibe because also when we first walked in, she was one of the ones that was looking at me. And
that's true.
I walked in and I was like, are we good? Like,
you walked in first and they both turned and stopped what they were doing and just stared. And I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. I was like, does this mean we got I was like, are y'all still serving drinks? And she was like, yeah, we're good. And she made I was like, oh, my bad. Like everybody was just looking. I thought we weren't supposed to order. And I thought y'all might have been closed. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. Somebody new walked through the door, so we wanted to see. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know. It was a weird, awkward.
That was a valid reaction that you had because they both stopped and looked up. It wasn't like a greeting. They just both stopped, looked up, and stared without saying a fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was I stopped too. I was like, shit, are they about to close? And we just walked in like, y'all got the door open and music is playing. Like, that's not telling me you're about to close soon.
And she was like, no, you're good. We got plenty of time. I was like, oh, so that's not what that was? Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. So that's why I got that vibe because she didn't even work there and she was standing there staring like that. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, because she didn't even know I existed. So
didn't blink.
They didn't blink.
They didn't,
which
blink.
Is crazy.
So I was like, oh, we not supposed to be here right now. I was like, where's the red dot at? Where is the red dot? Somebody's about to snipe me right now. What is happening?
Oh man, they turned out to be cool in there.
They did end up being really cool. I told John I would go back. I was like, oh, they were actually really cool. But man, if you just bring
cash, $8 drinks, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. I'll bring $50 and be in trouble.
Yeah, good night.
Yep, I'm done for.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, they got an ATM in there, so that's even more dangerous. But my bank's also right there, so that's even more dangerous.
Yeah, I was going to say that you could get the no fees and just get the money out. Man. Yeah.
They would be like, they're going to see a lot of me.
The craziest thing the whole trip though is, what was that? That's probably 4 times, I think. That was the 4th or 5th time that a girl looked at you and didn't even know I existed. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's wild.
I will take my bows.
Yeah, because there were a few times where we would walk by and I would just, I just that did not look like what you were cooking. That's wild. That's a wild thing to do.
That is wild to do on the internet. As I'm making that noise too.
Yeah, I know what you were trying to do.
Oh man, why you gotta? Oh no, oh no. The clip editor is gonna kick. Is gonna cook me.
It's gonna cook.
That clip editor is gonna cook me.
Yeah, there's a few times because I always pay attention to everybody that's everywhere, and I would look up and then like, oh shit, she was checking you out. You're like, she was? I thought she was looking at you. Like, nope, I didn't even exist.
I was like, oh, oops.
I'm the +1 a few times. Like, what is happening?
Yo, it's kind of funny though, because the main time I remember where you actually did get looked at was the weird comment where you
that was
like, when I was like, no, when I didn't exist. It was like,
oh yeah.
She was like, oh yeah, you look weird.
That girl, she was paying too much attention to me. That's why when she held up the phone, I dipped.
It was like, friend was actually there, I would have actually not been playing around. But like, what are we doing? We're FaceTiming in a bar right now. What are we doing?
And they were both just beyond drunk, so I didn't even want to talk to her.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I can't even stomach trying to wingman right now because she's annoying as hell, and she's being rude.
And her homegirl was over there trying to fight me.
I didn't know she said that. That's funny.
Oh yeah, the bartender was my homie, and she was being rude to the bartender. She said something, and I started to defend her.
Yeah, you did. I kept telling her to chill.
Like, yeah,
I was like, just chill. She's not even worried about you. Just don't. Just...
Yeah, she said something about it. I was like, why does it gotta be all that though? Like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, she was bugging.
Yeah, like I was like, why does it gotta be all that? Like, why are you calling her that?
She wanted the attention on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So if any other girl else around that was getting attention, she was not here for.
Yeah.
That's why I wish I would have heard her if she asked me for a drink. I'd have thought of some more cold shit to say. I don't know what would have came out with something.
Out of all these stories, what besides you grabbing me up, what was your favorite moment? Because the grab me up is definitely a favorite, so we can't say that one. That is hilarious and will always be a classic.
That is.
I need a good favorite moment.
Oh man, a favorite. Besides that one, okay, one of them I can't tell because it's going to air somebody out, so I can't tell that. Yeah, I think you know which one it is. So I'll go with the second one, which is, man, it's got to be in that Spanish club, honestly. Just once the drinks kicked in and you got up and you were acting a fool, that was just seeing you let loose in there. Because when you held up the bottle, I was like, oh, this dude different. Because you would have never did no shit like that. You always got this, I got this image to maintain. I'm not doing this shit. I don't know who's around and who's going to see this dude put the bottle up, posted it, and then was dancing out there salsaing and dancing and just acting a fool. That shit was crazy. That shit was fun. Yeah, you were. That's probably it.
That's definitely up there. Oh man,
what's yours?
I don't know because I love the whole weekend. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually hard. I know I asked the question, but man, I won't go with that one because you already picked that one. Let's see. I'll probably give it. I think I'll say that Uber ride back, man. That Uber ride back. Everything that happened and like coming back down to earth, that moment of coming back down to earth and like realizing everything that really just happened. Because it was almost like an outer body experience. So then you're like just reliving everything that just happened. Yeah. I'm really like, yo, I really was over there hitting on the feds and nobody say, hey, yo. I mean, I guess he did say, let's go, but like.
He did. He was like, let's go. She's the feds.
That fake accent. Let's go.
Yeah. I was like, that didn't sound, I don't know about that accent.
Oh man, yeah, that was in depth. Yeah, that was a very in depth night. That whole, I think Saturday night was crazy. I think Saturday as a whole was just a lit day for everything. Like the way it started.
Yeah, because we went to the mall.
We did
go to the mall on Saturday.
We did go to the mall.
You went to about that. You went to 2 vending machines, and the second one you went to and got a Coke had your name on it. And
I didn't even know.
Didn't even know until you got home.
Yeah, but I got home.
How many Cokes have Julian on them? That shit is crazy. It's like it's common or nothing.
The odds of that. I was like, oh, shoot. Like, hold on.
I was like, oh, today's going to be dope just off of Julian. That.
Yeah, right. Because like it's crazy because I wasn't supposed to even get that bottle. The vending machine before it was broken. So we went up and I got another one. And that's when it had my name on it. Bro, I almost spent like $300 on a suit. And I was like, no.
On a pink suit.
On a pink suit. I was going to wear a pink suit out. I really was about to. I would have rocked it, bro.
You almost bought a pink suit.
I would have rocked it. I would have looked crazy, yo. I would have killed that suit. I would have killed that, bro. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I could have seen me killing that vibe, bro. I would have. That did make me want to buy a new suit, though. So I got to go back and get me a new suit from there.
Yeah. Like a navy blue or something, or like that blue one you liked.
No, I was thinking that like that lighter one with the stripe that I liked.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
That one.
That
lighter blue. That was cool.
I'm gonna go in there and we gonna cook.
That's the next one. We got to do that out here. I'll figure out a place to go.
Go suit shopping. We'll see. Maybe they'll be cheaper out there.
Well, I mean, the tax won't be.
Oh yeah. We just got a 10% sales tax out there. What?
Yep. Yeah. No, we could just pop out here. You can get the suit out there, but we just got to pop out here in suits.
Oh yeah. Get another table again because that was dope. Maybe we'll do it for your birthday. We'll get a table and just be off it.
I'll see if I can find a place where I'd even want to do that.
Yeah.
We might have to go to Cali and do it there.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. The pockets.
Oh, that's cool. I got
the heart is there. The pockets.
I got friends with some deep pockets that'll do it. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be all right. Don't worry.
All right. That's different. Okay. I'm over here like,
I wouldn't put that all on you. Guys.
Like, hey, listen.
Single father in school. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on you to fly all the way to Cali
for you.
And I ain't doing
Cool. I gotta be realistic with you. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
You always are. I know.
Well, on that note, we're going to go to commercial.
We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now back to the show.
What's going on? If you're still here, I appreciate you. I know this is longer than normal. That's what she said, but it is. We just wanted to, recount the stories. And whenever we have something like this, a weekend, especially that many days, there's just a lot of stories. There's a lot going on. A lot happens. And like I told him on the trip, when we go out alone, stuff happens. But for whatever reason, it like doubles, triples, quadruples when we're together, and it just stories get crazier. It's wild. But anyway, thanks for chilling out. For my segment, typically you don't know what's going to happen. Like I said before, I don't know what's going to happen sometimes up until the commercial break before. And this time, even more special than before, because I ain't got shit. So we just going to end it. I feel like that was enough. I ain't got shit to add. This was great. We told some stories. We shared some laughs, had some emotional stuff going on. So that's it. So appreciate y'all for listening again. And we will see you next week.
Until next time, guys. We'll catch you.
What the fuck was
that? Next time with DJ Julian. Listen, it's like 2:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah, I figured that's the 2:30. Yeah, I figured.
My voice died. My voice gone. That voice said, hey, show's over? Cool. Peace.